Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be reacting to the story of Simon underscore 12, herobrine's secret brother. I have never reacted to the ARG correctly, so I'm gonna watch like 15 seconds, 15 minutes of this. So yeah, let's go.
Herobrine.
Yes, we know
Minecraft's biggest mystery for the past 14 years. From becoming the figure that haunted every kid's Minecraft world, everyone
Every
on the
kid.
internet knows that there is only
Every
one
child.
Herobrine. But what if there was a second Herobrine?
Let me guess. The main character's suicides. I want that to happen. I don't fucking care anymore. I need that.
About a month ago, I came across this Reddit post.
Oh.
A user by the name of
Proud
Jaguar
Jaguar
696 made a channel
66969
to upload videos they recorded back in 2017. They wanted to showcase their journey on figuring out how to beat the game, but when looking into the channel, I found something much different. The video starts off with our protagonist in the mines. We can see the date of the recording, which possibly means they're playing on 1.12. As the player starts heading down the mines, we already notice they keep looking back, as if they think something is following them. Then they start typing.
Hey guys, it's Simon. Welcome back to Beating the Dragon.
We now have a name for our protagonist, Simon. We also notice Simon's background, which seems to be a screenshot of what looks to be
XX Angelo XX.
Simon and another player called XXAngelo XX322. Remember that name. Simon begins strip mining for a few minutes, but while mining, Simon keeps coming across air pockets, something that doesn't naturally happen in world generation. But as the video continues, it cuts to a new clip where Simon wants to show us a cool mining technique he found, but while mining, Simon notices something off. Simon notices a large dugout area. Inside, we don't see anything except this weird object in the distance. By hiring the exposure, we can make out what seems to be black pillars. For what, we don't know. But we can also see this black outline, which we can't tell nor make out what it could be. But before trying to find answers, we hear blocks breaking.
It's a prison.
Immediately, the clip cuts to Simon running back to the surface, but when Simon escapes, he's met with a strange occurrence.
I'm scared. Holy Herobrine shit. Well, he is Herobrine's secret brother.
Simon panics, he heads to his house, and the video ends. Unfortunately, we're left with a lot of questions, like what are with the air pockets? What are these black pillars? What is this black outline? Who is mining the blocks? What happened to all the leaves? Who is messing with Simon? Wait, what happened to all the leaves? We've actually seen these tree trunks before. Herobrine is known for messing with people's worlds, and one of the many ways he does this is by removing the leaves of people's trees. Could this be Herobrine? We're not too sure, but I'm getting ahead of myself. We need to move on to the second video. Fishing.mp4.
Fish.
Our next video takes place 6 days after the last one. We start with Simon writing us an odd message.
I don't want to look under my bed anymore.
If we want to understand what this means, we'll have to revisit it later on. Simon then exits his house and goes to the mine, but doesn't go any further and instead gazes at the staircase leading into the fall, almost as if he's recalling certain memories. He then covers up the hole and heads to his pond. There, he attempts on getting enchantment books from fishing, but moments after, Simon sees a zombie pigman. He kills it confusingly, trying to figure out where it came from, and rightfully so. We can see the broken nether portal, and considering pigments don't spawn in the overworld, it'd be impossible for them to spawn unless a player had spawned them. But Simon brushes it off and heads back to his house. And at 4 minutes and 53 seconds, we get this.
Okay, I know. Okay, I know what the fuck that is. It is it's like something, a player got attached to it.
The rod appears to be floating. Simon, obviously freaked out, heads to his house, but still keeping the rod attached. And then it slowly starts going down. Simon makes an iron sword and cowardly heads outside, but not before writing.
I think this might be cause of the statue.
He heads outside to see his pond turned into a giant crater. Trying to understand the scenario, Simon gets hit by a zombie, falls, and the video ends. We're left with a lot of questions, so I'll go through everything in order. Starting off with Simon's message. He states he doesn't want to look under his bed anymore. We see right before the video ends, under his bed is cobblestone blocks, but we can see the entire floor is made up of grass. Why go out of your way to place 2 cobblestone blocks under your bed? Because there was never grass blocks under his bed. I'll play a clip from my video a few minutes ago. Tell me what you see. Simon panics, he heads to his house, and the video ends. He heads to his house, Who is under Simon's bed? One thing's for sure, we can see white eyes. The eyes of Herobrine. But it doesn't look like Herobrine. Before I go on to that, we now know there was someone spying on Simon. Simon probably realized this after looking back at the footage, so he covered up his bed to make sure he wouldn't be watched. Okay, but what about the zombie pigment? What happened there? Well, knowing that whoever this was under Simon's bed is probably the same person messing with him, so he also broke Simon's portal and summoned the pigment to freak Simon out, which further proves what happened with the fishing rod situation. You can also see the way the fishing rod moves is the exact same way it would move when attaching to a player. This means that this thing is invisible and the person we see taunting Simon. We also notice right before the video ends, when Simon is falling, we get a glimpse of a sign. I tried brightening way it would move when attaching to a player. This means that this thing is invisible and the person we see taunting Simon. We also notice right before the video ends, when Simon is falling, we get a glimpse of a sign. I tried brightening the image using AI quality enhancer, asked many others to make out what the words could be, but unfortunately, we couldn't figure out what it says. But one thing's for sure, whatever is written was most likely by the person attacking Simon.
As a Roblox
Okay, but
enthusiast,
why? Why do all of this? Why would
oh,
this thing go out of its way to attack a little kid just trying to play Minecraft? Is it malicious or is there a deeper meaning? If we want to find the answer, we can't just move on to the next video because this channel
one subscriber and 2 videos both fell off.
only has 2 videos. If this is where the story ends, I wouldn't be making this video. When I went back to the Reddit post, I noticed something odd. I found there about me that said playlist list equals. This set of words are actually used in a link for playlist. This is not a coincidence. They want to be found but hidden at the same time. And thanks to a friend, they messaged me an important detail and why 512 captions are disabled, but in phishing.mp4 they're enabled. And when I turn on the captions, there was nothing except at 6 minutes and 5 seconds. We get a set of words and numbers, and if we combine those terms, we get a link that sends us to an unlisted playlist named Simon. The story of Simon is just getting started. Our first video on the playlist is named Birthday. Compared to the other 2 videos, this one is very odd. For one, we can see that there's no Bandicam watermark, meaning we aren't seeing Simon's recording and instead someone else's. They place an obsidian block and the video cuts to Simon's POV. Simon is giving an introduction to himself and explaining his process in trying to beat the game. The way he welcomes the viewers and introduces the recording and instead someone else's. They place an obsidian block and the video cuts to Simon's POV. Simon is giving an introduction to himself and explaining
Hey guys, it's Simon! Welcome to Beating the Dragon.
his process in trying to beat the game. The way he welcomes
in this challenge is not Minecraft, but with a big twist.
Viewers and introduces the video could imply we're seeing the very first Simon upload. He proceeds to test out glitches that he found online, but as he moves on to the next exploit, he says,
This is one we found.
Bro doesn't need any voice. This is the one we found on YouTube. That will give us free diamonds.
on YouTube that
Bro,
will
it's
give us
not.
free diamonds.
And you'd expect a
Diamonds.
duplication glitch when he says free diamonds, but instead he starts building something structure-like. As he begins placing the last
Ooh.
block, just like the beginning of the video, it cuts. Let's recap at the intro. We can tell from the sound of silverfish and stone bricks that our player is in the stronghold, and we can match the structure we see
He's in a
here is
fucking
the exact
stronghold?
one Simon builds at the end of the video. Right before Simon builds, his message seems a bit odd. This so-called free diamond exploit is something that I've never seen even after researching about it, and I think it has something to do with the fact that in his video, the first glitch he tests out, he says, "I found this one on YouTube," and it's a legit dupe glitch people used to do in 1.12. But then the moment Simon tries out a glitch we've never seen before, he says, "This is one we found on YouTube." Who is this
Angelo?
person, and could they be the same person that we saw building the same structure in the beginning of the video? I believe whoever this person is might have sent Simon a fake exploit video so they can build this structure. If that's the case, what could this structure be? One thing that we noticed is that it resembles the structures people used to build to summon herobrine. Could this structure relate to the alternate herobrine we saw in the videos? I think this next video could solve our questions. Our next video opens with Simon in a cave. As he's strip mining, we can hear the sound of another player breaking blocks. We are then introduced to a player named Angelo.
Wait. What the fuck? XX Angelo XX233. Isn't it supposed to be like fucking 322? What?
Person we saw in Simon's wallpaper.
Yes.
See, they both seem to be racing for diamonds, and after complaining about
Oh my
how
God,
long
it's
it's
the
been,
mimic.
Simon stumbles upon
Mimic.
diamonds, but Angelo
It's
ends up
the
collecting all of
mimic.
them, and Simon gets upset.
Dude, those were my line. WTF.
Let's go.
You gotta get better low. I don't make the
I do make
He
the
covers up
rules.
the wall and continues mining. He then finds a mine shaft, though unaware of what it is. And when Angelo informs Simon that it has good stuff, Simon starts booking it and falls into a hole, with Angelo blocking it.
Well, part 2 gonna be recorded in 5 minutes. Bye bye.